Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Hello, Sonequa. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. So I'm a little bit old enough to say we finally get a sequel.
Yes.
you know, so this movie is very tech savvy, very computer oriented, but you're in as one of the human beings. So what was it like? And you're no stranger to working with CGI, but you're obviously working along with the man, LeBron James. So what was it like being in this movie opposite him? Because he's not so much of an actor
Yeah,
just yet, and you're playing the mom in all of this, along with playing his wife.
that's right. That's right. Well, yeah, there was a lot to experience with this film, right? A lot of new experiences for me because like you said, I have been in a digital world before. I've had to interact with green screens, and I've had to employ my imagination before, but of course I've never had to interact with Bugs Bunny and friends. And that was new for me. And then of course I've never acted with LeBron, and so I was really impressed with LeBron because we've seen that he has great comedic timing. We saw that in Trainwreck, but he came ready. He came 110% prepared. I think he knew exactly what was going to be expected of him. I think he understood his responsibility and the weight of carrying a film. Of course, he's used to being the leader. That's what he is he's a leader of the court, and so he brought that leadership to this film, and he led by example. And so it was great. It was easy because of that, because he was so prepared. And so I appreciated that. And it was nice because we formed this lovely friendship, and it ended up being a really good vibe. And I love the actors playing our children. We all just had a great camaraderie. Sierra and CJ Cedric and Harper, we all really got along. We were a family quickly, and that was great.
Mhm. What's your experience with a number of things? Basketball, video games,
Yeah.
and the cartoons. Like I'm
Oh,
sure we all can say we all grew up watching it,
that's
but like,
right.
has it been a minute for either or playing a game,
Woo.
playing video games, or just watching cartoons?
It has been a minute playing video games, and it's been a minute playing games, right? Because I was an athlete in grade school. I didn't do basketball though. I did softball and volleyball, but I was not good in basketball. It was easy to determine that that was not my sport. But it has been a long time since I've seen the original Space Jam. Speaking of cartoons, of course I watch cartoons all the time because of my son. My,
Mhm.
my son is 6 and my daughter is about to be 1. So I'm watching animated stuff all the time with them. But Space Jam was my jam when I was growing up. And it's been a while since I've seen the original, actually. I feel like I should see it before the premiere of our Space Jam.
Well, now your son can obviously watch this. He may be young enough not to know who LeBron is.
Mhm.
So you could show him both. And he
That's
could decide. And
that's
it can only he can decide who's the best, Michael or LeBron, because we always get those questions. Who's the GOAT out of all of this? You know, and so it must have been a fun thing to play. We don't see it that often in films. So before I let you go, obviously I know you have your day job, but when you do films, what
Mhm.
goes into saying yes to the projects you take?
Great question. I have to have a macro view of the story. I have to zoom all the way out. I have to see what the prevailing themes are, and I have to see if they are in line with the messages I want to get out to the world, right? And so for me, there has to be positive change. Positive change has to be a possibility. And if there's anything that can help shift beliefs or paradigms, if there's something that can bring us closer together or teach us about ourselves or each other, that's where I'm going. Those are the stories that I'm chasing. And then of course I pray about everything and only do what I feel like God has told me to do.
It's good talking to you. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the new chair.
Yes, thank you
We'll
for
take
that.
it. We'll leave it at that because
Yeah,
that's another
man.
topic we could talk later. And
Okay.
take care. We'll talk later.
All righty. So good to talk to you. Thank you.
Bye.